didn't know I was a chef too? Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So, today I gotta actually restart this intro because I don't like it. Let's try that again. Good morning, everyone. So today, I gotta actually work on getting the block on the engine stand. Sorry, I'm just trying to think about what I'm gonna say. Anyway, for some reason, the way Hyundai did this block, it's a pain in the ass to actually put on an engine stand because the engine stand just doesn't, like, where the holes are supposed to line up for the bolts and stuff, it just doesn't want to cooperate. The engine doesn't want to cooperate, but I'm going to figure that out today. I'm also going to finish putting the piston rings on the other two pistons. I do have to wait for those C-clips to come in so I can finish putting the other piston, securing the other piston ring. You can look at this video here to see what happened to that piston lock. You guys can see another rainy day here in Hamden, but you know, it is what it is. It gives me a chance to actually just focus on this before I go to the gym and things like that. You know me, I gotta get big. Yeah. I'm still wearing my pajama pants because I don't care. Yeah, that's skull and crossbones on there because I'm dangerous, son. What? Get it? So, as you can see on this block here, I have like 1, 2, like 3 mounting points where I could potentially attach this to that. Somehow, I have no clue how I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be interesting. It's almost a project basically just to get that on there so I can put it on the engine stand. So I'm gonna try this and see what happens. If not, it looks like I might be torquing this stuff on a table, which isn't gonna be exactly fun because then I'm gonna need help, which I don't mind help, but you know, it is what it is. First step, loosening these bolts. I almost went ahead and used this, but found this, so guess what? I'm using my impact wrench.
One shot, 2 shots, another round. Getting turned up, so another round. Celebrating life, another round.
Alright, that didn't take me actually that long to figure out. So I've got 1, 2, and 3 holes here where bolts are going to go through. This one here, sorry about the light, there's a hole there, but there's no bolt that actually goes in there, so I'm going to have to figure something out so that way it's securely fastened to this and it doesn't fall off. This is, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is very nerve-wracking. It just makes me a little nervous. But you know what? We're gonna do it anyway, make sure that it's at least tight on there so that way we can get started working on the motor and things like that. And when I say we, it really mean me. Until, Dion, get over here. Last time we built the motor, you came over, spent like, me and Dion literally put a motor together probably in about 5 hours, and it's just, it was time consuming just because we were making sure everything was right. And that was actually back when I had my Integra, and we, built my version of the Frankenstein motor. So it was definitely fun, and I'm hoping it doesn't, I'm going to take my time doing this so that way you guys can see the process, but I just want to get it done as soon as possible just because it's so nerve-wracking. Crap, I need to check on my breakfast. Alright, so I apologize if it's a little bit dark in here. You know, it is my garage. I need to add more lights. But anyway, right now I'm trying to find the bolts that I bought to actually, I needed to buy separate bolts so that way I could attach this, and yeah, I don't know where I put them. This is what happens when you clean your garage, and now you can't find anything because it's actually clean. Trust me, this is clean.
Need 2 more.
Celebrating life, another round. We feeling it tonight, so another round. 1 shot, 2 shots, another round. Getting turned up, so another round. Celebrating life, another round. We feeling it tonight, so another round. I've been blowing up, I do that for my city. I don't give a, that's just how I'm feeling. I told myself from the beginning, I gotta take some losses before I'm by that winning. So they can tell me none, they can tell.
Alright guys, the other thing too you'll find out about me is when I take something apart, I don't necessarily get rid of all the nuts and the bolts or the washers, because some of those might come in handy. Like in the case of these washers right here are actually from the old head studs that came off of my Genesis Coupe, off of this block. So obviously they came in handy, and actually I found one that I really do want. Anyway, so just note to self: don't throw everything away, because you might need it for something else.
Getting turned up, so another round. Celebrating life, another round. We feeling it tonight, so another round. 1 shot, 2 shots, another round. Getting turned up, so another round. Celebrating life, another round. We feeling it tonight, so another round.
Oh, that shit hurt. Alright guys, so obviously I got all the bolts in except this one. This is where I was saying there's one hole where I don't know what that actual hole is for, but I made sure to put this on here tight so that way when the block is upside down it is pushing against this, and I'm just keeping the bolt in there. It just makes me feel better. For the truth, let's see if I can get this engine's block on the engine stand. Start taking bets right now. Right now.
Getting turned up, so another round. Celebrating life, another round. We feeling it tonight, so another round. 1 shot, 2 shots, another round. Getting turned up, so another round. Celebrating life, another round. We feeling it tonight, so another round. I've been blowing up, I do that for my city. I don't give a, that's just how I'm feeling. I told myself from the beginning,
yeah, what do you know about that? That's eggs with tomato and bacon sausage. That's what happens when your significant other decides to throw away every single frying pan in the house. So yeah, that's the way I had to make my eggs. But it tastes good, so yes, I'm gonna eat that before I go to the gym. First, I'm gonna finish up, put this with the engine block stand, blah blah blah, and then when I come home, I'll put together the rest of the piston and show you guys. Breakfast and gym. Ooh, gym time. Because it's a rainy day. I'm gonna just do cardio and watching football. One thing about Genesis Coupe, you always turn off traction control. Well, unless it's snowing, but yeah, you turn off traction control in this car because it's so freaking intrusive. It's ridiculous. guys, I meant to tell you, so the other day while I was looking for the wrist pin locks, I went on Gen Racer because obviously that's where I got the pistons from, and they have a section where, you know, they sell like used Hyundai parts and 240 parts and things like that. And I noticed something. Well, a couple months ago when I got the block that I ended up getting, which I basically ended up paying like 800 and something bucks for between the actual block and shipping. And so when I was on there the other day, I just happened to look at their used parts. Anyway, she's cute. Anyway, I happened to see they had another block, and I had called them before and asked, hey, do you have a block that you guys aren't using? And of course they said no at the time, and it was just kind of like, so when I was on there the other day, I saw it, 650 bucks. Basically, they refreshed the block. There was nothing wrong with it. Or they used it in their race car and things like that. And I was just kind of like, damn it. I had only waited, but you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. It is what it is. Thank you, K&N, for the block. And yeah, I don't know. If you guys are looking for used parts for your Genesis Coupe or your Hyundai or your 240, actually, like I always say, check out Gen Racer. They're very good. And again, I'm not getting paid by them. I don't know who started that rumor, but I'm really not getting paid by them. I wish I was, or got them parts, but oh well. Going into the gym now. Hey guys, I just got home from the gym. Yeah, I was there for a while. Now I'm gonna finish putting together the rest of the putting the rings on the pistons. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna be watching F1 and football today. I love F1, so I'm gonna watch some of that and football. So let me get these together and I'll show you what that looks like. So yeah, stay tuned.
One shot, two shots, another round. Getting turned up, so another round. Celebrating life, another round. We feeling it tonight, so another round. One shot, two shots, another round.
So while I'm watching and trying to work on these pistons, Lewis Hamilton ends up winning the F1 title. It's awesome. Definitely a great driver. What can I say? Okay, so while I was putting the ring on, it got stuck in this groove, the whole ring, which isn't actually a good thing. I actually had to use a butter knife and make up my own tools just to get it out. Finally got it out, so now I can continue. Thank God, because I was freaking out. Alright guys, so I'm all set putting the rings on 3 of the 4 pistons. I got it, like I said, I gotta wait for that pin lock to come in, and then I'll finish putting the rings on the last piston. I did make sure that the oil rings, the gaps are actually lined up before, because it is a pain in the butt because it's a tight fit. So let me know if you guys have any questions about that or anything else. Anyway, until next time, let me know what you guys think about this video. Welcome to new subscribers. I did see another one. I'm getting close to 100. Thank you. But I really do appreciate you guys. So let me know what you guys think about this video down in the comment section below. And I think what I'm going to do for my next video is, just because I've been seeing, you know, people have been saying, you know, how expensive it is to actually do stuff to the Genesis Coupe, I'm going to actually price out everything that I've done to the car so far. So look out for that video. But anyway, like I said, welcome and hi, and like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification button as well, so you know when I put up another video. So until next time, make no limitation your only limitation. Peace.